reading is the conversation for today. Today we're talking about something deeper than motivation, deeper than book list, deeper than try and read. We're talking about compound reading, the system that multiplies your clarity, your sharpness, and your capacity daily. You are welcome to the Smart Reading Short Break series, and I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. My job is to help you master confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. I am excited to have you on this live today. Are you? If you are, then go ahead, share this live with someone that should be here. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that we are live. Hello, Esther. Hi, everybody. So good to have you all here. Let's talk about compound reading, right? Welcome to a session that I believe will be one of your turning points as you prepare for 2026. Truth is, most professionals practice casual reading. And interestingly, there are no middle lines. You are either doing casual reading or compound reading. That is why, if you've ever found yourself in a space where you don't understand why you keep reading casually, your reading is just lopsided, you do not know why you cannot actually practice a system for reading the way you would love to, then this conversation is for you. And hey, I want to give you a few seconds. Share this live with someone that should be on this live. Don't be on this live alone, especially if you know a friend, if you know someone who is also struggling with their reading because they are busy. Let's have this conversation, shall we? Most professionals practice casual reading, but the people who rise to the top actually do compound reading. Now, how do I describe casual reading? Casual reading is random, casual reading is emotional, casual reading entertains. But you see the thing about compound reading, when you begin to practice compound reading, you begin to read strategically. So compound reading is strategic. Compound reading is not emotional. It is the reading you do based on an identity you have formed. It is an identity-based kind of reading. Compound reading elevates, whereas casual reading just entertains. And today, I will not just be showing you how to do compound reading, I'll be giving you the 7C's that turn reading into a compounding advantage. Welcome to today's live. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Do so because you will love it being here today. And hey, if you're just joining us, let me say this, right? We're meant to have a live session today at 1 p.m., but then we had too much of network glitch back and forth, and I said, okay, you know what? I think we need to reschedule for this evening, and that's why I'm showing up here. Otherwise, normally we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. West African time, Saturdays at 7 p.m. West African time. But today, we are live here today at this evening just because we couldn't show up at 1 p.m. We did, but network glitch was just so much and it was just freezing and back and forth, and we wanted a time where the network was a bit clearer, so we chose to show up again today, this evening, because consistency is our watchword over here at the Smart Speakers Academy. So let's get into the 7C's of compound reading. If you're just joining in, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You will love it being here. If you know someone who's struggling with their reading, share this live with them. Because you know the truth, 2026 will not reward the busiest people. No. 2026 will reward the sharpest. 2026 will reward the clearest. 2026 will reward the fastest thinkers, the smartest thinkers, the smartest speakers, and the most mentally prepared. So the truth is, you cannot rise above the quality of your mind. I need you to write it down. So write it down for me in the comment section. You cannot rise above the quality of your mind. I know that you're planning 2026 and you're already saying this is the year we'll rise. This is the year we'll get to the top. This is the year we'll do this. As you are doing that, I need you to realize that your rising to the top is tied to your mental preparedness. You cannot rise above the level of your mental preparedness. You cannot rise above the quality of your mind. No, you cannot. You cannot rise above the quality of your mind. You cannot rise above the quality of your reading. Everything you want in 2026, name it, better money, better decisions, better influence, better communication, all of these will come from one thing: your mental compound interest. Write it down. There's something called mental compound interest. It is when you maximize or have what we call a compounding advantage from your mind. Let me say this. Books are not paper. No. Books are not paper. If there's one reason I am sent, if there's one reason I exist, is to actually help busy professionals see. Because it looks like when we were kids, they told us that books were just papers that children needed to read to be able to pass exams in nursery, primary, secondary, college. Nobody told us that books are mind multipliers. And that's why busy professionals just easily say, you know what, I can't read, I'm busy. You can't be too busy for your mind multiplier, can you? You can't be too busy. If you can eat, you can read every day. If you can eat every day, you can read every day. Because guess what? Books are mind multipliers. So quickly, I'm going to be giving you, this live is going to be quick, short, brief, straight to the point. You get your 7 C's and then you just fly, right? Take it from me. C number 1, clarity. Write it down. Write it down. Clarity. Before you read, you must know why you read. It is more important to know why you read before identifying what to read or moving into how to read. The first question is why you read. And that's why my heart actually goes to the busy professionals, because they keep saying I'm too busy to read. They keep saying things like reading is for children or reading is not for everybody, it's not for all of us. That's because they did not teach us that the first thing we should ask before we read is, why am I reading? So because they didn't give us a roadmap for asking why to read, because we did not know that that's even a question to ask, because he who knows why is greater than he who knows what, even much more greater than he who knows how. Because they didn't tell us this truth, we just felt it's not important. But guess what? Confusion kills consistency. Nothing kills consistency like confusion. When you are confused, you don't know why you are doing what you're doing, you're never going to be consistent at it. Never. It's impossible. It's impossible. But guess what? Clarity fuels consistency. Oh, when you look at the people who consistently read, I've done my research on the billionaires who read consistently. They have a why. One of their reasons is that they draw mentorship from books. And tomorrow, by the way, we're having an amazing live session at 1 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be about the billionaire back door, how mentorship is gotten from books. I'm going to be unpacking all of that tomorrow. You don't want to miss it, okay? Set your timer for 1 p.m. tomorrow. Tell somebody about the live tomorrow as well. You don't want to miss it, but let me leave that part for tomorrow, right? Don't miss tomorrow. But the truth is, 3 clarity questions you must ask yourself tonight. What identity am I building? Hello, Sandeep. So good to have you here. 3 questions. What identity am I building? Number 2, what skill do I need next? What skill? Number 3, who do I want to become? So you see these 3 questions. Respond to these questions even as 2026 is coming. What identity am I building for this new year? Who am I becoming this new year? What skill do I need next? What skill do I need next? What is a skill that I need next? Because you know what? If you don't choose your books with clarity, life will choose confusion for you. Write it down. Write it down. If you don't choose your books with clarity, life will choose confusion for you. And the moment confusion walks in, consistency comes with it. Inconsistency. Consistency gets killed once confusion walks into the room. So 2 things that works together, confusion and inconsistency, they go hand in hand. Anybody who leaves you confused is someone who is never consistent with their words or their patterns or their promises. Confusion kills consistency. So if you've been wondering why you cannot show up on your reading table every day, it's not because you are busy, it's because you are confused. You haven't actually answered this question. Why am I reading? What skill do I need from this book? Who do I want to become? What identity am I building from this book? That's how to build a clear purpose on your reading. That's how to gain clarity. And the moment you get clarity, then you can begin to read every day, no matter how busy you are. So the first C for compound reading is clarity. Number 2 is consistency. If you're just coming in, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for joining in today. I'm talking about the 7 C's of compound reading. So if you want to master how to read as a busy professional, then you're welcome here. If you're just meeting me, I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. My job is to help you master confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and smart speaking. Let me know in the comment section, where are you joining in from? Thank you for being here. I go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays 7 p.m. West African time, talking about everything confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Thank you for joining in today. Number 2, the second C of compound reading is consistency. The second C of compound reading is consistency. Sorry about that. Daily reading is where the real compounding begins. Write it down. Daily reading is where the real compounding begins. Dear busy professional, no. Compounding reading does not begin with weekend reading. No. It doesn't begin with crisis reading. No, that's what most of us do. We do weekend reading, we do crisis reading, we do guilt reading. No, that's not how compounding begins. That's not how compounding of mental interest begins. No. Science has shown that daily micro-learning is enough for strengthening neural pathways. I've talked about it here a lot of times. It's enough for making you think faster and give you a memory that is even sharper. So it's like gym reps. If you're a gym rat, you go to the gym or you're working on your body, you realize that it's really not about big things. So I tell you, my regular gym routine, exercise routine daily is basically around 15-30 minutes daily. Really not much. I mean, some people do much more than that, but I can tell you that just like gym reps, small daily lifts build long-term strength. You may say it's small, you may say it's just 15 minutes, you may say it's just 10 minutes, but do you know how much? Even on your physical body, just a 10 minutes walk daily can do a lot on your body. That's what reading does too. 10 minutes of reading daily can do a lot to your mind, can do a lot to the compounding effect that reading can cause for you. Consistency beats intensity. Consistency beats intensity. Because guess what? The brain rewards rhythm, not random effect. The brain rewards rhythm, not random effect. Number 3, capacity. Capacity. Let's run. It's evening. I know that most people are with their families or back from work. So I really want to take this live to stretch it so long. So it's going to be brief, quite short, and I'll be out of your faces, okay? Capacity. Number 3, capacity. Compound reading expands your mental space. Again, you can't be too busy to read. No, you can't. You are taking a risk. You're taking a risk. Every time you read, you are doing compound reading. Compound reading is how you expand your mental space, which is your ability to understand, remember, think faster, and speak smarter. So no, it's not a pastime thingy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Have you ever noticed that when you read consistently, your conversations become sharper? Have you ever noticed? You stop getting afraid of impromptu speech. I mean, and that's why the Smart Speakers Academy, each time professionals come to say they want to learn speaking from me as a confidence coach, I say what I teach you is smart speaking. I don't teach you public speaking. I teach you how to sound smart. And so when I speak to smart speakers, I always say to them that there's nothing like impromptu speech. Impromptu speech never happens. If impromptu speech happened to you, it's because of this, a lack of capacity. You are lacking one of the major C's of compound reading, which is capacity. Every time you read, your conversations become sharper, your emails clearer, your decisions faster, your mind begins to work. Reading is not time consuming. Confusion is. Write it down. Reading is not time consuming. Confusion is. Confusion is. Every time you read, that is mental capacity expanding. Every time you read. Number 4, number 4, curiosity. Curiosity. Curiosity, interestingly, is the fuel of compound reading. Curiosity is what fuels compound reading. It keeps you engaged and prevents boredom. So let me use this analogy of what happened to us back in Africa. I'm African. I'm Nigerian. West Africa, yes. Growing up, many of us had reading tied to punishment, pressure, correction, or performance. So that killed a major ingredient, a major factor for compound reading as a busy professional: curiosity. Our curiosity was killed the moment our parents made it look like if you don't come out with good grades, you're not my child. Like, some busy professionals heard this word. And guess what? You were only reading to pass exams then to be your mother's child or your father's child. So today, you are no longer needed to be someone's child, and so your brain is telling you, so why read? Now, you have not realized that this is the undertone of what is going on. So you just excuse and just say, you know what, I'm too busy to read. It's not that you are too busy to read. It's that the childhood experiences you had about reading killed curiosity. And the truth is, compound reading can restore that curiosity. It's one of the benefits you get when you begin to do compound reading. Curiosity is how you now turn reading from an obligation into an adventure. So you want to actually start today to just say, I want to begin this compound reading thing. I don't just want to read casually. So hey, take a rule of thumb from me, right? Just do 5 minutes daily. Set a timer for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Practice that 5 minutes for 21 days. Let me know what happens to your mind. I want to see the comments in the comment section under this video. Tell me what happens to your mind when you choose to just give 5 minutes daily for the next 21 days just reading. C number 5, comprehension. Not the school type of comprehension. Not the school style of reading comprehension where they punish you for missing details, where you are reading because of some grades. No, I'm talking about adult comprehension as busy professionals. I'm talking about you understanding what your mind needs now. And talking about comprehension as one of the C's of compound reading, there are 3 levels of comprehension. Number 1 is literal comprehension. Number 2, so literal comprehension is just you understanding the words that are there. Number 2 is interpretative comprehension. So you begin to interpret and understand from what it is that you've read, right? And then number 3 is transformational comprehension, where you begin to now transform the knowledge you have and then apply it strategically. Okay? Now, the truth is, if you can't remember what you read, it's not your brain, it's your system. It's your system. However, comprehension is a key core factor of compound reading. Let's go. C number 6. I hope this helps. I hope this is helping somebody. Let me know in the comment section. I hope this is getting clearer and clearer, and you're beginning to understand why it seems like you've been struggling with your reading because it's been casual, and you begin to understand, okay, this is the way I can actually get myself back into the space of doing compound reading. Hello, Industrial Manufacturing Pro. Oh, so good to see you here. Hi, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. Let's talk about the 6th C for compound reading: connection. Let me know in the comment section, Industrial Manufacturing. Where are you joining in from? Thank you for joining in here. The 6th C is connection. Connection. So connection is where compound reading becomes powerful. Oh, India. Okay. Hello, I'm Chris FOB. Yeah, Chris is in the building. Yeah. Hello, Ivy. Hi, lovely. Hi, everybody. So good to have you here. Okay, this is just a brief, quick evening shout out, and I'll be out of your faces in a few minutes. Okay, we are in the 6C. We missed our daily 1 p.m. live today. The network was just poor. And we tried to use several networks, and we just said, okay, you know what, let's just reschedule for evening. So we came on live at 1 p.m. earlier, but then we just did a few minutes and then rescheduled for now. Okay, so let's run. Number 6, the 6C is connection. If you're just joining in, this is one channel you should be on. Okay, we go like Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. Saturday 7 p.m. West African time. So you want to actually hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because all we share here every day or year round is everything that can help you as busy professionals master confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach, and my job is to help you master confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. Number 6 is connection. Connection is where compound reading becomes powerful, where you begin to connect ideas across books, across experiences, across conversations, across personal insights. Do you know that last week I read my mentor's book, Raising the Lifelong Learner? By the time I was done with that book, I began to connect it, because the conditions she gave and the environment that is suitable for raising a child who's going to be the lifelong learner, I looked at it and I'm looking at the adults that I'm sending to, the people I'm helping today, and I'm wondering if the average busy professional did not have this growing up, is that the reason they're struggling with their reading? Of course. And how can I help them? If they were not raised as lifelong learners, then what can I do now that they want to learn? They know the benefits of learning. However, it's a real-time struggle. So how can you now be remodeled to that person? How can you even heal from the negative past experiences that robbed you of becoming a lifelong learner? See, reading is deep, right? Reading is deep. Connection. Connection. Connection is where you read something. Oh, thank you. You see more positive videos, right? Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. This is all we do. This is why we're in the social media space, to actually show the world that, hey, some value content can come every day within the media space. And we're here forever. We're here for life, okay? All right, let's go. Now, reading is deep. When you begin to connect with what you read, what happens is that you read something on Monday. On Wednesday, someone says something and it just connects. It just connects. You can just connect the dots. On Friday, a work problem shows up, arises, and then your solution just shows up. Your mind begins to create bridges. Why? Connection. Connection is one of the C foundations of compound reading. Readers who connect ideas speak with authority that cannot be faked. The last C, of course, is confidence. Yes. I'm Leslie Grace, confidence coach, of course. And that's why I say that. I mean, I don't help you master confidence. I help you master confidence smartness, right? I don't teach confidence, even though I'm a confidence coach. What I teach is confidence smartness. So call me your confidence smartness coach. Thank you. Now, this is the final C. The one C that every professional desires, confidence. Every professional is saying, your confidence is just too much. I want to be confident like you. Let me say this. When you read consistently, when you connect ideas, when you expand your capacity, when you grow your curiosity and you begin to understand deeply, guess what happens? Confidence becomes inevitable. You know, people think confidence is boldness. No. Confidence is actually clarity expressed. Write it down. And clarity comes from reading. Confidence is not just boldness. If you see confidence as boldness, you would. So take, for instance, what happened at one of my very famous and most loved story on confidence, David and Goliath, right? David did not just come up to say, okay, I'm bold, I can face you, Goliath. No. David showed clarity. David was clear enough to say, you know what? I mean, this is my CV, right? This is my CV. Yeah. brought the lion down, I've brought the bear down, I've done this, I've done that. So I can tackle this. So what David did was clarity expressed. Confidence is clarity expressed. And this comes from reading. Thank you, Chris. And this is how I always say it. Speaking is a tap. Reading is a tank. If the tank is empty, the tap will embarrass you. If the tank is empty, the tap will embarrass you. If you want your tap to be open and bring quality water, then you need to look at the content, the quality of what's in the tank. If it's not good, it's not good. You need to work on it. And here, I come to the end of giving you the 7 C's. Compound reading. I've given you clarity. I've given you consistency. I've given you clarity. I've given you consistency. I've given you capacity, curiosity, comprehension, connection, and of course, confidence. These are the 7 C's of compound reading. With these 7 C's, you cannot read casually anymore. When these 7 C's meet, you become unstoppable in 2026. And I want to say to you, if this is one thing that you want to start mastering now, then I want to invite you to join our Inner Circle program at the Smart Speakers Academy. Just by commenting BBB on this video, you get access to join our Inner Circle program, the Book Bingers booth, where busy professionals like you read a book a week or year round, their book of choice at their time. All right? And tomorrow, you will see me here again at 1 p.m. West African time. In the Book Bingers book, guess what you get? If you're that professional who's ever said, I want to think faster. You've ever said, I want my mind sharper. You've ever said, I want to actually finish the books I start. Then you need to start reading now. And that is the way you do it is with compound reading that I just talked about now. That's exactly what we do in the Book Bingers booth. We give you the consistency, the clarity, the connection, the confidence, everything that you need. All right, 1 book per week, your book of choice at your time. Daily reading rhythm, smart reading. We give you speed plus system for daily practice. You don't want to be outside this kind of environment. It's the first and the best in the world to have been developed in such a strategic, systemized way. So you don't want to miss being here. Just comment BBB under this video and you will get access. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining in today. Share this live with that professional that's struggling with reading, okay? This is brief, this is quick, this is fast. I've given you 7 C ways you can actually build compound reading and stop reading casually. So share this live with the person that needs to see this and tell somebody that yes, we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. West African time. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Hit the like button. Let us keep spreading the word that confidence smartness is possible through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I can see your loves and your comments in the comment section. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Bye, everybody. This is the Smart World.